G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the south side of the map we have the one, the only, the Viper. And he's going to be playing the Rus for us today, opening up with a double scout opening. Surely this is not intentional. Surely he's going to cancel this second scout. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, he managed to do that. Going to be dropping down a hunting cabin. Of course, the map that we are playing on today is the one and only Dry Arabia. And he's going to be going up against his opponent, Vortex, who spawns in the north of the map, playing the English. And this series is part of the Steel Series Prime Cup. Now, the winner of this will go through to the, I think it's through to the finals. So, if Viper wins this, it'll be Viper going up against the victor, and if Vortex wins this, it'll be Vortex going up against the victor of the other series. So, a lot of V's in there, but let's talk a little bit about how we expect this match to go. So, for anybody unfamiliar, English and Rus have got quite a long history together. The Rus at the moment are considered one of the best civilizations in the game, and the English are considered by many to be an effective counter to them, but the Rus are slowly working out the way to counter it back. You know, it's sort of like a rock, paper, scissors, and slowly, you know, the Rus were essentially the dynamite, but then people worked out that the English actually were the, you know, the water that you could get rid of that burning, what's it called? The little thing on the dynamite that's like, you see that in, I want to say like the quick or something like that, but anyway, they're able to counter it. But then now Rus players are slowly learning how to counter the English. So instead we're seeing a lot of men-at-arms after their fast castle, instead of just lancers and horsemen, or rather horse archers. So we'll have to see how Vortex manages to play it out, how Viper manages to play it out. But have a look at this. Vortex has got an absolute suite of wolves following behind him, a harem, a couple of sheep in here as well. Going to be taking the fourth wolf that he's got right here. So Viper definitely going to be a little bit jealous of him. 4 deer, 4 sheep, or 4 sheep, 4 wolves. But Viper will be able to secure up this hunt towards the north. He's got plenty of scouts out on the map. He's actually got 4 scouts already out. So going to be looking to age up shortly. But yeah, do note he is going a little bit safer, I would say, in the early game, rather than going for a super fast age up. He's going to be looking to do that. Vortex now going to be heading back up towards the north. Viper already cleaned up the majority of this hunt, and now that he's got the second scout up here, it's almost guaranteed that the Vortex is going to be empty-handed. So Vortex, despite getting the 70 deer, or the 7 deer rather, down here in this hunt, he's only managed to clean up or secure 1 hunt of his own, which has left that other hunt over to Viper. So he's going to be able to hit that 250 bounty bonus relatively early. He's going to be happy with that. You know, even though he didn't manage to get all of those wolves and all of those sheep, and damn, were they a lot of wolves and sheep. That was 100 bounty in wolves and 20 bounty in sheep. So quite a lot there, but Viper's still looking pretty good at this point in time. Viper going for an early wheelbarrow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hold on, what is it? Wow, wow, wee, wow. I don't know where that's from. It's from a movie somewhere, or like a TV show. And I think it's said ironically, Viper going for a wheelbarrow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. This is curious, because by going for wheelbarrow here, he is actually going to be delaying significantly his professional scouts. He's also going to be not able to train any scouts while he's doing this. So, look, I can definitely see where he's coming from for it. Yeah, I'm curious to see how he's able to mitigate the potential effects of going for that. And obviously, you know, it's nice to get an upgrade like that in the early game. It's going to help your economy out a huge amount. But at the same time, it's going to slow down your professional scouts. Now, he's up to 106 bounty. He's going to be able to get 150 gold off the Golden Gate swing. So that'll take him up to 256. He should actually have enough under here with the sheep as well. So yeah, as long as he kills these sheep and does hit a trade at the Golden Gate, he's actually going to be fine. Age up, coming in a little bit late, probably about 420 here for Viper. But we'll spot out Vortex. He's going up with the council hall there. No surprises there. Plenty of sheep under the town center for the moment. Any upgrades coming through for him? No mill drop down just yet. Obviously no mining upgrades, no forestry just yet. But Viper got to be careful. Those scouts getting awfully close to that town center. Now hitting up to the next age. We see him trading out, and there it goes. So Viper going to be getting that professional scouts in queue. And this is a very greedy opening from Viper here. opening up with the 4 scouts, going to be looking to secure his opponent's hunt undoubtedly. So we'll have to see exactly how he manages it, but going to be dropping down a stable, an early stable here. Obviously playing up against the English, he realizes there is a potential threat of longbowmen to come out, so he's got to be careful here. Longbows slowly but steadily beginning to build up. We can see that there's plenty in the queue here for Vortex as well. And just to give you guys a bit of insight as to these players, I mean, this is part of the Steel Series Prime Cup. These guys have come through absolutely crazy brackets. This tournament was stacked out the wazoo, and these guys are essentially part of the Final Four now. So whoever goes on, as mentioned earlier, whoever wins this series, it's a best of 3, is going to be winning this game, or rather, whoever wins this game and wins the series is going to be going on to the next series and to potentially win the tournament. It's a $20,000 tournament, so a big shout out to Steel Series for this one. And yeah, curious to see exactly how Viper's going to be able to hold this one out. Wooden Fortress now going to be coming in on the west side of his wood line. No walls yet coming up on the eastern side of the wood line. I would like to see that just to prevent longbows from coming in, but you know what? He probably should be okay from this angle. I don't think the longbowmen are going to be able to gum in underneath here. Professional scouts not going to be now coming through. Viper just going to be playing it safe, looking to secure up his own hunt instead, and probably a wise decision. So one of the things that can happen, and I think I've talked about this before, but when you're playing as the Rus, you can have this little lull period where you're in between professional scouts. How does he get line of sight on that? Oh, he's got a scout around the back. Oh, you cheeky Vortex, you. So yeah, there can be this little lull between professional scouts coming in and picking up the deer and then actually running out of food. But you can see Viper here probably wouldn't have run out of food. Oh, it was pretty close actually. But so instead opts for the deer carcasses that are closest to home. So one villager going to be taken down for Vortex. So he's doing a pretty decent job there. I got to say, I love the scout just sitting here as well. And now going to be taking down another villager. This is really, really cheeky. So this wooden fortress gets put up intentionally so that the longbowmen aren't able to actually push through. But the fact that the scout is here behind the lines really enables that and sort of just mitigates it completely. Forward barracks going to be coming out from Vortex. Have we got that blacksmith coming down just yet? Doesn't look like it. Plenty of resources in the bank though, so that is something to note, that we would expect it to be coming down sooner rather than later. Probably going to be going +1 and then be looking into that battering ram. So we'll see how he does it. But now Viper moving down towards the back line, and have a look at this scout. Vortex just completely aware of what is happening and spots out, forces his enemy to make another wooden fortress. So he's invested in, you know, an extra 175 wood here, an extra 50 wood on the front line, and now he's gone and had to do that behind here. So Viper going to be chasing away that scout, says, "Get out of here, man. You're so annoying with your pesky scout." But slowly but steadily going to be looking towards getting up to that next age. Plenty of villagers on wood at this stage as well. Probably going to continue just trading out wood and food for that gold. Just keep selling it, getting those great market trades, continuing to add in knights. He's up to a pretty formidable amount, so he's got 1 knight out in his base. He's got 2 knights out towards the base of his opponent. Spears now beginning to chase these down. We see that villager heading back towards the base. Outpost is up. Going to be losing out that scout, so no real scouting information for him. Blacksmith has gone down. No +1, just going straight into siege engineering instead. Now Viper's going to scout the gold vein. That's going to be all the information that he needs. He's going to see 360 taken, or 360 actually taken off that. And he's going to be saying, okay, well, 360 is taken off that. You needed 100 to age up. That leaves 260. Well, 260, what are you going to be doing with that? 125 there, 125 there. It's going to be 250 there. So he doesn't even need to scout the blacksmith. He is going to know that +1 attack is coming. He's going to know that siege engineering is coming through as well. So he is going to be preparing for that. And I'm a bit curious to see how he manages it. We've seen a lot of players going for double archery ranges in Age 2, and potentially even 3 archery ranges in Age 2, and then just building up a huge mass of crossbows before that ram timing pushes. Now, if we take a look over at Vortex, his mass is beginning to build up. Still a significant amount of units, but really has started to sort of slow down almost on the unit front. He's got 6 units back in base, just protecting himself, but he's got to be careful of those knights. We spoke about that earlier. These knights are very dangerous, and here they come in, going to be picking up the first villager of the game. It looks like he doesn't have the textiles upgrade just yet, but going to be able to isolate that. Got to be careful down here to the south. Viper does. Going to be losing that scout, so now we've got scouts beginning to pick up the hunts of his opponent. Yet to move out in that direction, but nice little early night pickups here. Going to be picking up the first longbow, looking to come in. He's got to be careful under this town center. 3 spears going to be running in, getting some nice stabs off. Viper's not paying attention. Probably going to be losing this knight. Unfortunate for Viper. Definitely didn't need to lose that, but now going to be getting pushed on the front as well. Wooden Fortress going to be going down here to the battering ram. No doubt there. But the question is, what is Viper's reaction going to be? And it is 3 archery rangers. So just as we suspected, also going to be going for the blacksmith as well. So probably going to be trading out a little bit of food. Probably realizes with that battering ram that now is the time to get out an appropriate response. We see the triple archers coming in here. Probably, where's that? I'm looking for that food cell. It's going to be food cell and then straight in a +1, I'm assuming. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. There it goes. Boom. Food cell straight in a +1. And so now, going to be looking pretty decent. He's going to be taking some time to prepare this. Now, behind this, the question is, what is Vortex going to be able to do? Because for Vortex, he knows that if his enemy starts to open archeries or archery ranges, it's going to be more difficult for him to actually secure a victory here. Sometimes we do see players for the Rus try and commit up towards that age 3, but it doesn't look like Viper's going to be doing that. Going to be playing that age 2. Probably a villager going to be going down here for Vortex again. So that's probably going to, that's the second villager I think that's gone down here. So going to be Viper matching that one up. But now second ram going to be coming out. But ideally behind this, Vortex should be looking for his age 3 as well. Doing a great job here, actually, using his villagers to take out these units. They don't yet have that +1, so going to be doing a fair bit of damage coming out onto these. You can see them doing pretty decently and taking out both of those knights. Third villager going to be going down, and now Viper under a potential threat here. Plenty of archers coming out, though, and keep in mind they do have +1 that has now arrived. He doesn't have any more tickets left, but so much food under the town center here for Viper. He's got 1,400 in the bank. No real space yet for him, so needs to drop down some emergency houses. We see those getting dropped down now. Throwing down more and more houses, but yeah, losing a lot of infrastructure on the front line. Still more houses back here, or rather hunting cabin, but it looks like Vortex only going to be going for those houses, so pretty smart moves from him there. Longbow's doing a great job of just zoning at this point. We will enter into the cinematic mode just to begin to enjoy this one, because I'm sure a battle is going to begin any second now, as the archers now begin to set up their position. Longbow's going to be taking them out. Villagers got to be careful here. The longbows were moving into position. Now going to begin sieging down those battering rams. First villager going to be going down, but managing to get inside that wooden fortress. Managing to keep a nice mass of longbows here for the moment. Villagers going to be throwing out their siege as well. Viper doing a great job of just keeping these units underneath the wooden fortress. You can't really see them, and now Vortex does actually pick that up, pays attention, manages to get those back inside, but Viper takes out the first ram, so only going to be a single ram now. So very nice use. Viper now also going to be dropping down a market and doing some market trading. He's got that many, or that much food in the bank from the villagers under the town center. He's forced to just drop down his own market. Wooden fortress going to be getting dropped down here. A lot of villagers going to get pulled here. Viper looks like he might be coming in around the back, actually doing a nice little round the back attack, and going to be forcing out a couple of these units. Doing a really smart job with these archers on the back line. They're going to be able to come through and pick off any potential reinforcements. He's taken out the ram completely, and on the front line, he's got the archers. He could actually look to commit massively right now to this fight. Viper's got to be careful, though. The spears are coming in. He's looking to try and make amends, but unfortunately, it looks like the numbers here for Viper are just going to be overwhelming. He's doing a great job of just taking out the spears, microing back towards his base. Vortex is doing, but unfortunately, looks like he's probably going to be getting cleaned up here. Keep in mind, the archers have got a faster movement speed than the longbowmen. Spears are going to be able to do a lot of work here, but they're just going to be so easily picked out by the archers here. So reinforcements continuing to come in for Vortex now. It looks like a reinforcing batch of about 6 longbows is actually going to swing the tide of battle in the favor of Vortex, and it sounds like we've got an age up that might be coming through any second now. Viper going to be heading up to the third age at 13 minutes, dropping down the Abbey of the Trinity a little bit far away, or a little bit close to his town center, but I think it's probably about the closest you can get it. But now I suspect we're probably going to have the next round come through. Viper does actually spot that with the body of his archer, but he's going to be in a bit of a difficult spot because he's going to be able to go into horse archers here if he wants to. But obviously the longbowmen are very potent against that, so probably his best bet is to just continue making archers, continue massing archers, and look to get that veterancy upgrade and then just overwhelm his opponent. So we'll have to see how he manages to do that. We'll take a look over at his opponent now, see how Vortex is doing. Definitely doesn't have an age up in sight at this point, really playing to age 1 or age 2 only. Has got that +1 armor here as well. +1 ranged armor going to be helping him out a bit. And now beginning to move in towards that wood line. He knows he's up to the next age. We've got the warrior monk that's going to be coming out for Viper. Second battering ram going to be coming down now for Vortex as well. And he is really looking to commit to this. This is a massive amount of aggression coming in against Viper in this early phase of the game, early stage of the game. Double barracks now going to be coming out. Men-at-Arms going to be the play for Viper, and a wise choice in my opinion here. We continue to see archers coming out. No veterancy coming out for them just yet. Quite an expensive upgrade, so it definitely is not really worth it when you've only got 6 archers. And obviously he's going to have, 10 archers soon or 9 archers soon, but still even then, you're probably just better off getting archers. Village is going to be moving underneath the, or into the wooden fortress. They're probably going to be popping out very, very quickly. You can see that it's such a great spot here for Viper. He does actually have the textiles upgrade, so these villagers are going to be able to survive a few more shots than what they would be able to. But Viper looking like he might be getting pushed a bit to the wall here. You've got to be a little bit careful. His score is up, but keep in mind he has aged up, and really that's what's going to drive that score difference for him. Men-at-Arms going to continue getting added in now. We see 2 more Men-at-Arms going to be coming out. The mass beginning to build here. He's got the 3 Men-at-Arms out at least. Village is going to have to evacuate from this wood line once again, potentially heading up to the north here. But he's going to be having a further, more difficult position. And now we do see them moving up towards the north. Relics slowly coming in, so he could potentially look to go for a wall of law. Unlikely though. But Abbey of the Trinity now going to be picking up that first relic of the game. Got to be careful with that Warrior Monk. Ideally wants to continue picking up more and more relics. And Viper now going to be coming around, looping around towards the top. The reinforcements are going to get picked off here. We hear those Men-at-Arms yelling out, screaming out, Men-at-Arms! Or we've got the Warrior Monk that does get sniped out. So unfortunately, Viper not really paying attention. And now we've got double rams. Once again, big mistake from Vortex here, leaving the rams behind, letting them get killed. That's 600 resources going to waste once again. Unfortunately for him, that's a total of 1,200 resources. 4 rams that have now gone down. And we've got a 5th ram that's now coming in for Vortex, because why the hell not? You ram your head against a brick wall and expect a different result to happen. Let's see, maybe this time it'll work, Vortex. He's going to be slowly but steadily moving around that ram. He's expanded out towards a numerous position on the map, so got this hunt still close to his base. Viper didn't actually pick up this hunt when he definitely could have. So one thing that has definitely gone in Vortex's way this game is that hunt control. Viper actually going to continue looking for units or looking for villagers up towards the base of his opponent. Knows that he can't really fight this, at least at the moment. 5th ram going to be coming in for the game. Viper now going to begin dropping down farms. Now keep in mind, we mentioned earlier that these deer out here, they could have been under the town center of Viper. Whether that was a lack of APM, whether that was a lack of attention, whether that was just a lack of maybe there was just competing priorities and he really was getting pushed that early and subsequently just needed his scouts back there. But unfortunately, it means that he's now going to begin transitioning into farms. You can see he's got quite a few idols under here, and this could be spelling the end for Viper now, because he's not going to have any secure food source. He's lost his market. He's not going to be able to trade out. He does have the 1 relic that's inside the Abbey of the Trinity, but when you look out onto the map, he doesn't actually have a lot of control when it comes to it. He's going to be able to pick up these reinforcements. You can see the melee men-at-arms chasing back the longbows. They're going to be trying to climb back. They're doing 3 damage a pop here, so still doing pretty decent amounts of damage. Viper yet to grab that +1 arm up. It is coming through now. We see the iron undermesh is coming through. Villagers once again getting evacuated towards the front line. A siege workshop going to be coming down. Really good choice by Viper. If he gets a single mangonel out, it probably just spoils the end of this attack. And then that just makes it so difficult for Vortex. I really like this play by Viper. Just a single mangonel is actually more than enough to completely destroy this push in. Viper now going to be coming out, grabbing up the 2nd relic. We're going to be returning that one to the Abbey of the Trinity. Mangonel on the way, about halfway now. Plenty of men-at-arms out as well. 10 men-at-arms. They do have that +1 that is coming in. It sounds like up towards the north of the map. Viper's found a boar. Actually, I say found a boar, but he's just attacked a boar. But a great option for him. We mentioned earlier that he had now run out of food underneath the town center. Well, this is a great alternative for him. We've now got the mangonel that is about to pop out. He's got plenty of population space. He's got to be careful. He's about to lose that house. Manages to get the mangonel out just in time. Going to be moving down towards the mangonel with plenty of men-at-arms. But at the same time, villagers going to be dying over towards this gold mine. Unfortunately, going to be going down. He's got to be careful here. He's got a couple villagers out. I say a couple. He's got 12 villagers. But now the mangonel is going to begin to unfold. Can Viper do it? Getting a beautiful shot onto it. Looks like he manages to do damage to about 7 or 8. Actually, I say 7 or 8, but it's probably a lot more. Mangonel now going to begin firing off on the spears that are coming in towards it. Villagers are here ready to heal up if they need to. They are on standby. Now going to be focusing back off on the back line. Villagers doing a great job. You can see just how important those villagers are in this this composition, I guess, is probably the best way to say it. Mangonel now getting off more shots on those spearmen, and some nice little splits coming in here from Vortex, but the Mangonel continues to chase, and at this point in time, Viper looks like he's actually not just held, but he's been able to push away his opponent and take out the majority of the forces here. So from this point, Vortex needs to get up to the next age. I do not think he can fight this in age 2. If he does fight this in age 2, he is destined to fail just because of how strong the men-at-arms are combined with those Mangonels. What option is Viper, or rather Vortex, going to be looking for here potentially? I don't think he can go into men-at-arms. He's just dropping down a whole bunch of... I mean, he's just making more units, the same things. This is a really curious decision. Vortex now going to continue being forced back. Man-at-Arms really showing that in this matchup, this is the way to play. But it's so interesting to see from Viper the fact that he still, you know, goes into this composition despite getting up so late to the castle age. Now going to be pushing through with this Mangonel. If this Mangonel makes another hit, I think it's going to be just game 100%. Mangonel almost gets the shot off. He's got to be careful bringing it closer to the stealth forest. But Mangonel now going to be able to unfold, getting a pretty decent shot off there. Looks like about 4 longbows going to be going down there. Plenty of damage coming out on the rest of them as well. And now Vortex really starting to get pushed back. Still not an age up in sight at this stage. He's got a lot of villagers that are out on the map, but it looks like they've unfortunately run out of food. He's got more food back over here, but I think he might just suspect that it's all completely gone. Men-at-Arms going to continue to push down through the forward base of his opponent now, and Viper looking incredibly strong. We'll see if Viper begins to move this Mangonel in a little bit closer towards these longbows. You can see that these longbows are sitting on, or rather these men-at-arms are sitting on +1 armor, but now going to be getting in +2 as well. Wedge Rivet's going to be coming in. Going to be able to hold off even more damage. It's going to basically take the damage from the longbow from 2 damage down to 1 damage. So they're going to be barely scratching those men-at-arms. And now Viper going to be continuing to push forward with this Mangonel. Once he gets out of this forest, he's going to be able to spot them. He's going to be able to get the shot down. He manages to get it off, but unfortunately it's a little bit wide, I'm trying to think of the sport that I'm referencing here. The shot's a little bit wide. Maybe basketball? Is that it? I'm trying to think of what the most appropriate sport would be for, you know, a Mangonel and longbows. It's probably going to be basketball and like getting the shot in. I guess you could also do like football, gridiron, you know, going for the field goal attempt, that sort of thing. But, I mean, he does have 3 balls to play with, so maybe a juggler is a bit more appropriate. Second Mangonel now going to be coming out for Viper, beginning to move across the map. You can see the Mangonel working its way, beelining towards the longbows. He knows where they are. He spots them once again, and now going to be able to get off another shot. Let's see if he manages to do it. Mangonel shot doesn't go off. Villagers getting pulled. Massive amounts of villagers now coming out. And I think Vortex probably realizes it's time to go. Mangonel not going to be able to be doing much. Managing to get off a shot. Does a fair bit of damage. Going to be going down here. He does have the second Mangonel that was coming in. Where is that second Mangonel? It's down towards this position. Slowly but steadily going to be sieging this down. But Viper going to be getting cleaned up here towards the north, despite only taking 1 damage here from these longbows. You can see that the longbowmen are having quite a difficult time with them. But the men-at-arms going to be having a bit of a party. But now Viper continuing to expand out. We can see that he's safe on those berries. Got the 3 relics in the... In the Abbey of the Trinity. Has he picked up the 4th and the 5th relic just yet? It looks like he is yet to pick up the 4th relic behind his base. Yes, yet to pick up the 5th relic behind the base of his opponent as well. That will be out to those very shortly, I suspect. Dropping down a monastery now. We'll take a look up towards the north of the base, and you can see just how many units he's got out everywhere over the map. It is insanity. Going to be start making scouts now as well. Horse archers. He is really just going for, like, it's a bitzer. You know, he's got, like, little bits of every single unit composition coming out. He's got the men-at-arms. He's got the horse archers. He's got scouts coming out. He's got mangonels coming out. He had the knights in the early game, the archers in the mid game. So it was just like, it's such a beautiful composition, but now Viper pulled ahead significantly, has captured the first of the sacred sites, going to be looking for that second one shortly. Still yet to take out this relic that is right behind his base, so going to be rallying a warrior monk down there now. Going to be able to pick that one up. And Mangonel! Oh, it's a lot of damage coming out onto these villagers. Villagers going to be moving forward and looking to take out this Mangonel. Mangonel does reload, manages to take out another 6. White Tower going to be going up here. So unfortunately for Vortex, this is really his only way back into the game. It's to get up to the next age. And now Viper has delayed it just with a handful of horse archers and a Mangonel. Going to be able to pick off a huge amount of villagers here. We've got Vortex who's sitting down on 33 villagers at this point. Viper on 52. Mangonel going to be coming back in. He's got to be careful, Vortex, and he's still... Oh, my lord, he gets so damn close. Up towards the north of the map, Viper going to continue rounding up those villagers, doing a great job and just outplaying his opponent completely at this point. White Tower is still going up, but Mangonel looking very, very strong here. It is taking a fair bit of damage from these, but beautiful splits coming in from Vortex, but I've got a feeling it's probably not going to be enough. Vortex still yet to click up, and now going to be typing out fellas, if you have enjoyed this cast, make sure you check out the Viper. I will leave a link in the description over to his channel. An absolute impressive game from Viper, really demonstrating his prowess when it comes to this matchup. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.